Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be taking you guys on a walk around the city of Santa Rosa. It's the town where we have some thermal waters, a lot of really great outdoor activities. Today we have some things to accomplish. I have to get a haircut, meet up with some friends for some lunch. So I'll take you guys with me. Stay tuned and let's go. All right, sunny day outside. It looks like it's going to be a pleasant walk. In Santa Rosa in the afternoons it starts showering, so usually when I get these things accomplished in the morning. And this is the building where I'm currently staying in Colombia. The apartment that I'm renting is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's about $580, but it has a great panoramic view of the city of Santa Rosa and the mountainside. Some other big pluses about the building is that it does have secured and covered parking. So there are some security guards in the main gate that ask for ID in order to get in. And as you can see, the garage is pretty good. Keeps your car away from the elements over here in Colombia. I purchased this vehicle when I first got here. And a friend of mine has allowed me to keep it under his name until I get that's a visa. Now, once that visa process is complete, I'll do a separate video on how to obtain that. I'm working with a Colombian lawyer. I'll recommend his name as well if you guys need it. It's a great guy, pretty good price, and so far it's been easy peasy. And if you're asking yourself, how do I drive over here? Well, I use my Florida USA driver's license. You could use it as long as you're under that initial 30 or extended 90-day period that the Colombian government gives you when you first get to the country. Now, back to our walk here. We find ourselves in the Jeep Plaza or the Willy Plaza. This is where the locals take these Jeep-style trucks across to the countryside. If you also have an excursion around the Termales, in Salento, places like that, you could also purchase a ride with one of these Jeeps. They're pretty cheap most of the time, and they'll get you there. It's a fun ride, very panoramic view. If you sit on the back, and if there's not enough space, there's always a platform where you can stand on. And this is one of the many markets in the area. You can find some home goods. You can find a butcher, some restaurants with some cheap executive lunches. If you keep going through here, you'll get out back again to the Plaza of the Willy. These trucks have really become a staple of the Eje Cafetero. They ride on parades. Everybody really showcases them around, even doing tricks and wheelies as you see here. Now we're going to continue our walk through the market area, and we're going to make our way up to the barber shop. I'm looking for a decent place to get a haircut here. The barbers in Colombia are pretty good. I find you can get a decent haircut pretty much anywhere. The prices also are unbeatable. Last time I went to the US, I paid I think it was $50 for a haircut, and you won't even pay 10 here. So now the streets in Santa Rosa, Colombia are pretty safe. Pretty much everywhere around the Eje Cafetero, you could be comfortable taking out your cell phone or recording device. Of course, depending on the area. Most of the places downtown in larger cities like Pereira or Manizales can be a bit dangerous. I mean a bit. There's some pickpocketers, but there's a lot of police presence as well walking around. So it's very tough for someone to strong arm you, pull a gun on you, or try to rob you in that way. This place and this area that I'm walking through now is part of the center of Santa Rosa. And like many of the Colombian cities, you'll see some vagabonds, some people walking across the street doing drugs or things like that. But in places like Santa Rosa, Pereira, and across the Eje Cafetero, that's really toned down to a great extent. And I say that because if Colombia is a place that you're interested in coming to, and you've seen all the horror videos of people walking downtown Medellin or things like that, and might be wondering if it's safe for you to come with your family, even your kids, well, the Eje Cafetero is a great option for that. The cities here are, like I mentioned, are very safe, clean, and I believe a really great option to bring your family. I myself brought my father and my mother, as well as my daughter, to see the Eje Cafetero last year, and they all had a wonderful time. Activities for children around the area are really abundant, and there are a ton of things for you to see. Now, there you might also see a lot of elderly gentlemen around the area. This place has a lot of estanquillos, which are local bars. These older gentlemen, they're retired and they come spend their pension check here. Finally made it to the barber shop. Now, this is a new spot for me. It was recommended by a friend. Came out pretty good, affordable. The price for the haircut was about $471 or $710 with tip. And from the haircut spot, of course, we're gonna go get something to eat. It's about $12.35, so most places do have that executive meal where you can get that soup, main course, and lemonade for about $15K, $12K, and most places around the Eje Cafetero. And that pretty much concludes our task for the day. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is parking. Parking over here in Colombia is a little bit tough. There are places like this called parqueaderos where you pay hourly. And if you're going to park in the street, be careful and make sure it's a marked blue zone. The traffic enforcement officers over here can be very strict. And that concludes my walk around Santa Rosa, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back on Friday or Saturday night to show you guys what the place looks like at night on the evening time when people are out and about. Until then, stay tuned and enjoy the rest of your day.